For the life of me, I can never understand why some people would be ashamed or embarrassed about frugality. My oh my, it has to be that they're confusing frugality with just being, quote, end of quote, cheap. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today, I want to talk about 10 frugal secrets that many people or most people just won't talk about that they're practicing. And honestly, I don't get what the big shameful part is. I really, really don't. For example, number one, they're not in any particular order of importance, but I do have a list of 10 that I wrote. One, they stash change or coins in a jar. Okay, I've been doing that for years. Duh. I don't think there's anything to be ashamed about that. What's the problem with that? Honestly, I really just see nothing wrong with stashing change in a jar, bringing it over to a bank, converting it over to real cash. Change is cash. Cash is money. Money is, what do you call it? An exchange of services and a useful tool that we need. It's an essential. I still don't get the horrible, big old secret or problem with that. Next, okay, frugal people, many times. These are secrets for some people. They wear outfits more than one time. Ooh, what a horrible thing. They wear an outfit more than one time before putting it in the laundry. Oh, what a horrible thing. Many folks are not willing to actually admit that they do this practice for some reason or another. I mean, come on, unless you're digging a ditch and like totally dirty or sweat it out, if you wear something and it's a-okay and it's a chilly day out, you're not perspiring or anything of that effect, you see where I'm going with this? Hang it up, air it out, and you could get at least one more use out of it. There's no shame, in my honest opinion, of something like that. But a lot of people do it, but they feel secretly, well, embarrassed. Okay, not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. Now, more than that, I might question that, but I still say a second time is not a big deal. Sorry. Next, they would rather walk, ride a bike, or take a bus instead of driving somewhere. Okay, if that's going to help a person to keep their expenses down and to keep their activity level up, where's the shame of that? So what? Let's say like you make plans to meet a friend, right? And they presume you're going to drive to wherever the location is, and instead you decide to walk. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing shameful with that. I mean, not only with the intention of getting good exercise, but because you're on a mission to save money. I still say nothing wrong with that. Or sometimes people, now this one's a touchy one. I'd like to know your opinion about this. They sell unused gifts that maybe they received and they weren't like a big fan of the gift. They didn't want to hurt the person's feelings. So instead of letting it sit there and collect dust, I am sure that whoever gave you that gift wants you to enjoy it, whether it's in the value of the gift in a cash monetary way, actually using the gift. If you're not using the gift and it's just like sitting there, I don't think anyone would mind if you sold that gift. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but if you feel badly about doing it, then don't do it. Then don't do it. Maybe gift it to someone else if that makes you feel better, or give it back to the person. I don't know. But let me know your opinion on that one, your thoughts on that one. All right, next. They borrow or swap out clothes from friends or family. They might even borrow fashion jewelry or accessories instead of forking out the dough. What's wrong with that? That's, I mean, again, okay, so people may not want to advertise that on a billboard if they're going to a party. Hey, I'm borrowing so and so's outfit. Suppose that you get a lot of compliments on that outfit, right? You look really, really cute. Just let it go at that. Say thank you. And then, just like leave it at that. And then you get home, you call your friend or family member and say, thanks a lot. I got a lot of compliments on that outfit. Again, this is something that I could understand that sometimes people may not want to advertise on that one, but to do that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. No, no. Spending a lot of money just for a one-time outfit that you're going to wear for a maximum 2 or 3 hours, it's just, when you're really trying to watch your pennies, you see where I'm going with that's just to me, those one-time uh, anyway, I'll go on to the next one. Next, they visit libraries and take advantage of free resources like the free books or community services, or shows and plays, live theater, anything on a community board that may be offered from that library. Uh, 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 Nothing shameful about that. I think that's rather smart. I think that really is a very smart thing to do. And hopefully, folks listening on this show have probably done this already. Next, the practice of paying yourself first when you're managing your income. Paying yourself first, making sure all of your essentials are paid for, okay? And taking care of all the categories that you want to categorize instead of waiting to see what's left at the end of the month. Consider yourself as if a bill. And let's say your bill to yourself is, I'm just using a number off the top of my head. It can be any number that's suitable for your situation, okay? So let's say that that number off the top of your head is $300 a month. You want to put away $300 a month for savings. And suppose you consider it a bill as if a utility. Paying yourself first in that manner, that's a good thing, okay? Making sure your other essentials are paid. Consider yourself as the essential. I don't know why people don't consider their own self as an essential. Let's think about it. I mean, I know you're not a roof over your head. I mean, I know you're not electricity. I get that. I know you're not fuel for your car. I get that, or groceries for the refrigerator. I get that. But considering yourself as important, we'll talk about more about these things like in future videos. But for now, let's just like remember that it's not that strange to pay yourself first. Nothing to be ashamed of. That doesn't mean you're a selfish, greedy person. No, it means you're organized. You're planning ahead for your future. In fact, you don't want to be a burden on anyone else. So I think that this is a good thing. And honestly, I just don't understand why anyone would be ashamed of paying themselves first. That makes no sense to me. Next, some people do live by the 30-day rule before they even buy or even think of buying a non essential item. I say that's a great practice. Zero shame, zero shame in that. If only people can understand, they see that bright, shiny penny, as I call it, okay? That bright, shiny penny on the horizon. Oh, I want that bright, shiny penny. I need that bright, shiny object. Yeah. Maybe yes, maybe no. So why not give it that cooling off period of time, like being patient enough to wait the 30 days? Then ask yourself, do I really? Now, the answer might be still a yes, but you waited the 30 days, okay? Where many times, more often than not, it's going to be like, did I really want that 30 days ago? Did I really cry the blues for that thing 30 days ago? Did I really? Did I really? Another practice that some people feel, I don't know, maybe about ambivalent about mentioning to their friends or family. I know the bird clock's going to, okay, bird clock, I hear you. Okay, all right. Now, some folks even do not want to mention that they sprinkle in once in a while a no spend day here, there, or anywhere as a way of disciplining themselves to work with what one has first. That is the really good part of a no spend day. Okay. A no spend day is a great like little tool for that, for the discipline part of, would I last without this spending kind of thing? Okay. What I've always been questioning for years is when a person goes overboard, let's say in the month of December, which many people do, to get caught up with all the lights and distraction of that holiday season and all that, or any other really specific holiday season where people sort of kind of lose control or use the excuse why they extra spend, right? But and then all of a sudden they go on like this financial starvation diet in a financial way in January. For me, it may work for others, and I truly bless and so happy for the folks that it does work for. I'm only speaking for myself. For me to go crazy, crazy, mad, crazy overboard in December, and then okay, so then I'm just going to like 31 days in January go, I'm like, what's the point of that? That's me. Instead, I rather, much, much rather just, take my time, like think things out. But I do that all year. See, I never have that kind of a January. But to sprinkle in for those that are not used to, anything like that, I see nothing wrong with sprinkling in no spend days. In fact, I do believe like some people do what they call a free day or a freebie weekend, a freebie day or a freebie weekend. It's like a self challenge. Can I actually go? Can we as a family, for example, actually go a whole entire weekend, a whole 48 hours without spending money on weekend activities? Could we opt for those things that I mentioned earlier in the video? These are all options. And you're listening to this on a weekend, and you might ask yourself, can I swap out this expensive activity for some other less costly activity, but still have just as much fun? It's never ever about deprivation. See, that's where some people get confused. That's where some people feel like badly, like, oh, gee, I don't know. I don't want to come across like a cheap person or whatever, and that in that matter. No, being careful about your money is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand. This is where I get crazy. Like, I don't understand where it's like should be the big secret, the big shameful thing. I say kudos to the folks who plan ahead and who think about things. Could this be the weekend that I actually don't eat fast food for 48 hours? I mean, I don't eat fast food ever. I haven't had fast food in like years. But that's my choice. That's my choice. No judgment on anyone else. But for the one that or two that feel ashamed about cutting back, which I just really don't see the logic there. Good for you for taking a step forward. Never be ashamed of trying to cut back or improve your financials. Never be ashamed of trying. That's why, to me, these secrets should not be so secret, but should be practices instead. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings tips, tricks, and other stuff as well. I would really appreciate it if you click like, share this video if you'd like to, and very much consider subscribing or simply subscribe. Thank you.